Are you wanting to create that curated, gathered over time look and feel in your home, but you're puzzled at exactly how that works? In today's visit, you and I will try our hand at curating an English country cottage style. Keep in mind that these principles will apply to any design style. First, you and I will go shopping, then I will share with you a collective thrift, antique, estate sale, flea market, and marketplace haul. Lastly, you and I will decorate and put these treasures that we have found to good use all over the house. Hi friend, if you're new, my name is Rachel from the blog StoneCottageHome.com, where we cultivate the art of home. I have a super fun visit for you today. I will share with you clips of shopping trips that Matt and I have gathered from the beginning of this year anytime we would come across something special for our home. Next, I'll share with you the items that I have found, which I've broken down into categories, and I'll share with you all the prices that I have. Stick around to the end of the visit where I will share with you the largest items we've discovered and how we are using them. The biggest key to curating your interior design style is to begin with the end in mind. Choose only your very favorite inspiration pictures and notice everything about them. This is very much like a puzzle. Look for the big pieces, the small pieces, the common pieces. Take them apart, make lists, and then as you shop, you will be putting them back together again in your own home. For a home that is curated with one-of-a-kind treasures, it takes time, patience, and forethought in deciding what style and color palette you want to feature in your home. Let's get out there and see what we can find. I have studied my inspiration pictures and I have a running list in mind of pieces both small and large. This helps when looking at a seemingly jumbled pile of decor. You're able to look at the items and pick out those things that would fit in your design aesthetic. You will notice as you begin to see items you're looking for that they will crop up over and again. This is a part of training your eye for those objects you're looking for. Over time, you will more easily be able to see those items from your mental running list, almost as if your eye can categorize what you're looking for in the vignettes displayed at the store. Next to having a firm idea of the particular pieces you're looking for, having a really good grasp on your color palette will help you to eliminate many similar choices that aren't exactly what you're looking for. This one trick may be the reason why you see something and you just know it's exactly what you've had on your list, but once you get it home, it just doesn't seem to fit anywhere or with anything you already have. Collecting several like items will also give a sense of belonging and intention to your decor. To hone the curation process even farther, keep a list of measurements for those specific pieces you're looking for. This will also help if you don't have a lot of room, if you are pretty far along in your decorating journey, or if you're just beginning, it will help you to pair things together. Taking measurements can also help you make the very most of awkward spaces with unique furniture, artwork, and lighting. Curating treasures from a variety of sources not only takes time, but it is a skill that takes practice. Let me encourage you, friend, have patience. Sometimes you'll bring something home and you just know the measurements were right, the style is perfect, and the color was spot on, but somehow it just doesn't work. If this describes the results of your shopping trips, then may I suggest 2 things. First, begin practicing all of your curation skills on smaller objects that are less expensive, and start in the thrift store where the prices are more affordable. After a while, you will begin to see that you are finding things that do work in your home, that you do love. More and more of the things you bring home will fit with what you already have and will serve your family well. As you meet with more success, branch out to antique stores, flea markets, and shopping online. Also consider looking at more expensive, more permanent pieces. Another thought you might consider is to study yourself. Study how you use your home. Study how your family uses your home. This will give you insight into the pieces that will be the most efficient and effective. Study the reactions you have as you're shopping. What catches your eye? What is it that attracts you to certain pieces? Is it the color, the shape, the craftsmanship, or a particular era? Most likely, the features that catch your eye on a particular item in the store are the same features that will catch your eye over and again in your own home. The more informed you are about how you and your family live and how your house is used, the better the decisions will be that you make. I have learned that color is the primary feature that catches my eye. If it is something that can be changed with paint or upholstery, then it's worth considering. If not, then it's better to pass. I like ovals, octagons, Eastlake furniture, dark finishes, gilded frames, and floral motifs on just about anything. Trial and error will reveal these little preferences for you and make your shopping experiences that much more of a success. Informing yourself of what you use and are visually drawn to can be a delightful journey into other cultures and time periods. As the items which you are collecting begin to mix and match well, you will realize that you are starting to tell your story. This is the story of your home, your family, and the lives that you live there. The effort you put forth to do this is worth it. Creating a home is a high calling, and it takes time, practice, and patience. In the back corner of this well-manicured yard, Matt and I both spotted the stand to a bird bath. The basin was missing, and everything was half off. We thought that this elegant pedestal would be beautiful as a pot riser for $12.50. Thank you, Matt, for doing the hard work. Now here in the thrift store, it's a little less risky to flex that curation muscle. You can try this or that, bring it home and see how it works with the mix you already have. As there are so many options, it is still wise to adhere to some sort of mental running shopping list, since buying something just because it's cheap does not result in well-curated decor. Think of it this way. You wouldn't want to describe your home as, "Oh, I bought all this stuff because it was cheap." But rather, you would want your home and all of the things you've carefully gathered to reflect your personality and tell your story. I have been drawn to blue and white in dishes, decorating, and dress since I was 18, so I know this area is one I will continue to enjoy for the rest of my life. Here, I'm considering a set of ship dishes which are difficult to come across, and comparing them in my mind with what we already have at home. A couple of these pieces should do nicely. Now, friend, I would like to hear from you. In this entire process of inspiration to curation of your interior design style, what are your biggest challenges, your struggles, the questions you might have, and also what tips or lessons have you learned along the way? We all have the same goal of cultivating the art of home through curating our interior design styles to serve our families. If there's an area where you are stumped, leave your questions in the comment box below. If there are mistakes you've made over time, share with us so that we can learn. And if you have found success in one way or another in decorating your home, please leave that in the comments below as well. Just a few weeks ago in July, patience paid off in this thrift store. In an obscure corner, there was a row of baskets that is often rolled out. The items inside are already priced, but they have yet to be stocked on the shelves. This is as fresh as the merchandise gets, and lo and behold, what did I find amongst baby bottles and pickle jars but Transferware dishes for 99 cents each. The purple stickers were further discounted, which brought the plates to 85 cents a piece. These two blue plates with their rose and thistle border and ship scene are beautiful and will definitely go home with me. But the crowning touch were these Old Britain castle dishes. Okay, friends, now it's time to share our treasures. And I'm curious, from the shopping, sharing of the goodies that we have found, to styling them in our home, what part of this process of interior design do you find most interesting and helpful? First of all, we are always on the lookout for books, and we came across these two. One of them is Hans Brinker, and the other is Pickwick Papers. I look for old books that are beautiful and have lovely spines, beautiful colors, but also that either I've read before or I know they are by an author that is enjoyable. In the brass and wood section, I found this candlestick holder. I really liked it because it combined wood and brass. I pictured this on the bookcase or perhaps even on Matt's desk in the study. Next, I found a set of 6 English countryside coasters by Pimpernel. They are cork on the bottom and have a lovely array of scenes on the top. I found this sweet little ironstone cow for $1 on the shelf at the store, and it fits perfectly on my windowsill. Now, Matt loves clipper ships, and when I saw these brass bookends at the antique store, I snatched them up for his birthday. It says Old Ironside, and these look just lovely with the old books in between them. I did spot this feather-filled pillow at the thrift store. It washed up beautifully and it goes with the colors in our guest bedroom, and it has a very subtle pattern to it, so it kind of breaks up the other brighter pillows. On that note, I also found this satin leopard print pillowcase cover, and have been using it on my own pillow at night. Also in the textiles, I found this king-sized vintage floral flat sheet. And I thought it would be perfect for a quilt backing, curtains, a tablecloth, any number of projects. Also in the textiles, I found this gorgeous remnant. It's a linen blend with slubs on it, so it has a little bit more of a casual feel to it, but the colors, I just love the colors. I was imagining this on maybe, it could be pillows, it could be a valance, it could be a chair cover. So many options with this. It is cut into all kinds of irregular cuts, so we'll see what we can do with this. Another textile I was delighted to come across was at the antique store on our anniversary. It is this wool hand-knotted rug with roses on it. I don't often come across rugs in person, and this one was not only worth the price and the weight, it is the perfect size and color for this guest bedroom. The last item in our home decor section is this elegant ceramic canister, perfect for ground coffee, loose leaf tea, any number of little packages that you want to keep in your cupboard. It has a beautiful Dutch windmill on the top. It has a castle on the back, and it says Delft Blue, made in Holland. In the lighting section, this unique brass lamp caught my eye immediately. It says Paris Orient Express Istanbul, and it has little claw feet on the corners. Now, it would, in its original state, have had a longer pole here with a little finial on the top and a brass shade that you would be able to slide up and down to make it adjustable. But I really loved the structure. I loved the lines. I loved the brass. I loved that it looked vintage. So I thought, what can we do while we're in the store? I looked at several different shades and came up with this beautiful, it's like an amber glass ribbed fluted shade, and I wondered if it would fit on top of this and look as if it was meant to be. So let's give it a try. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Unique lighting is one of the best ways to showcase your personality in interior design. I love how this lamp turned out for less than $5. One of the most practical and attractive home decor items that you can find at thrift or antique stores, no matter what your style is, are baskets. I have found these baskets over the last several months, anywhere from $1 to $5 each, and I am planning a pantry remodel. Several of them have these handles, and they are wall baskets. I've got a collection of those. These are a little bit harder to find, but I look forward to seeing what little nooks they'll fit into. I do have one basket that's rounded with a square bottom. Most all of my baskets, I look for a wooden handle, and a good percentage of them are oak splint. This one is a long, narrow one, which will hold packets of things. This one is a good, sturdy oak splint. Then this one is very practical. It's large, it can hold long boxes. Currently, I'm using it to hold extra rolls of aluminum foil, saran wrap, those types of things. This large scale rectangular basket with a metal framework, nice sturdy wooden handles, and a firm bottom. So this one would be very useful for storing things in the pantry that are larger, holding a lot of extra books. You can put it on the side and style it with lots of books in it. or it could be very useful for packing a picnic. I have had my eye out for quite a long time for a basket that would look like a traditional English cottage log basket, and this is what I found. It is big, it is chunky, it has wooden handles, a handcrafted grapevine looking trim. It's very large. I love the color, I love the texture, the weave, the details. It is perfect for holding our logs in the wintertime around the fireplace.
Baskets are one of the easiest ways to experiment with your design style. They are pretty, practical, and inexpensive.
You all know that I love dishes, and I have managed to find some wonderful treasures over the last few months. First off, I found this lovely woven white ceramic casserole, and it just looks elegant with this woven side, and it goes very well with the English countryside pattern that I have. To coordinate with that, I found an entire stack of these floral salad plates, which would be ideal for spring and summer tea parties or a ladies' bruncheon. Now, like many of you, I love Transferware, and my goal has been to build a set in 3 different colors over time on a budget. And if you've been around here for a while, you know that in the fall of last year, I purchased 1 Spode dinnerware plate every month to spread out the cost budget-wise. And then just a few months ago, I came across a whole stack of these. It says Royal Staffordshire Stratford Stage, Ironstone, Everlasting Color, J.G. Meegan, England. And it's this carriage scene. They were $4.50 each, and I got a whole stack. Of all the Transferware colors, blue is my favorite. So randomly here and there, I will pick up different styles of dishes with different patterns. My favorite blue plate of all, Matt actually discovered in the corner of an antique store on our anniversary when we were shopping. The third Transferware pattern that I wanted to collect was the red and white to use at 4th of July or Christmas, and my favorite was the old Britain castles. However, they're very expensive, often more than $30, $40, $50 a plate. So I've been looking on Craigslist, eBay, Etsy, and just looking, and even with the shipping, I just haven't picked one up yet until the wonderful day when I went into my local thrift store, and here, what did I find but the red and white Britain castles, and it says Blarney Castle in 1792, and there was a stack of 7. Only one of them has a chip. All the rest are in perfect condition. They were 85 cents a plate. And you have to know, I really did my best not to squeal out loud. I am so looking forward to decorating with these in the Christmas season this year. Now we have arrived at another favorite category of mine from thrift and antique stores, and that is artwork. First off, I have this pair of Scottish golfers. They appear to be vintage. They're very quirky, quite English, well framed, well matted, and I just love anything that is the hand-colored lithograph. It just has this quaint aged look to it that I feel is so homey. This next piece is also a lithograph. It is of a seashore, and the boats are coming into dock. I love the matting, I love the frame, but I would like to replace the glass. As you can see, it has quite a bit of glare, and my favorite is the frosted glass. Another hand-colored lithograph is this cathedral. It is absolutely perfect. The frame, the matting, and the frosted glass ready to go. And I do like to pick some of these up that are vertically oriented. They work very well in a gallery wall. Another lithograph. This one caught my eye right away when we went into the store. I love the greens and browns. I love that it looks like an old southern plantation. I don't really love the frame, this gold trim, or the matting. So I would go through my frame stash to see what I could find for a fresh new frame, as well as frosted glass. As many of you may know, Matt really likes ships, and his favorite is a clipper ship. I spotted this hand-colored lithograph in the corner of a flea market for only $1. It's actually part of a calendar from 1952, and it was only $1, so I will need to find a frame for it. I am currently collecting pieces for a gallery wall to go over Matt's desk in the study that will include clipper ships, maps, and architectural buildings. This next piece is more my style, and I just love the impressionistic Monet type feeling that this piece has, how peaceful and serene all these colors are. We have two more. This is another one that's one of my favorites. It's quite large, and it is another one of those dreamy, impressionistic pieces. This one is a print by Monet.
I've saved the best for last. This is the largest piece of art we have found in the last 7 months. It is an oil painting with a gilded frame. Here is a miniature art show for you. This collection we've gathered since the beginning of the year, and once again, I'm amazed at how well your eye will pick out a color palette that is cohesive, as well as subject matter that goes together seamlessly. In case you're wondering, each piece does have a destination, as I am collecting for several gallery walls at the same time. Remember that plant stand we spotted at the estate sale? It awaits its pot, but in the meantime, it adds such elegance to our front flower bed. As promised, we are near the end of our visit, and I have saved for you the best for last. On a cold, drizzly day early this year, my neighbor and I went to pick up this campaign-style side table that I had spotted on Marketplace. The campaign style is not one I had previously considered, but it was refreshingly different from our English drum side table. This style is known as the British campaign style. It is well fitted for our English country cottage design aesthetic. I love the rich deep color, the warm brass accents, and the strong angular lines which add a touch of masculinity to our living room. It is also the perfect height for our couch and for storing our log basket. This is a piece that looks as if it has always been a part of our home. Directly from my inspiration boards is this English country ottoman. I am so happy to have this piece. From the color, the pattern, the soft comfort of it, the wool fabric, the wooden turned legs, and antique casters, I love every detail about this piece. Both of these pieces were worth the price, the research, and the time it took to be sure they would be a good fit for our home. Shopping secondhand is an adventure where you learn a lot about yourself and your family. Sometimes something fabulous and unexpected turns up that you had not ever imagined using, but you love it. There is a balance between following a clearly specified shopping list and then purchasing something you become enamored with on the spot. It is my hope, friend, that this has been for you more than just another decor haul, as I have shared with you part of my journey in curating a home for my family. I hope you were inspired. I hope you learned something. I hope you were challenged. More than anything, I would love to hear your feedback. What are some things that stump you, that excite you, and that you would like to share with the rest of us? Take some tips from my journey and from the journey of those you will read in the comments below, and get out there and cultivate the art of your home for your family.
And if you were inspired, you learned something new, or you have a tip of your own to share, please leave your thoughts below. I'm already looking forward to our next visit. Until then, thank you for coming along and take care.